Hello my friends, Ghost10 3 here. This is a Strike Force by Gerber. I wanted to show you guys, do a little video on this, and also show you another basic one right here. It's an inexpensive one. And I'm going to show you something on this. Anyways, I've had this for so many years, and this thing's been one of the best models I've ever had. So let's get to this thing. This thing is basically 5 inches long, 1 3/4 inches wide. It's very light. I couldn't tell you how many ounces. It comes with this cord right here, which I think is really cool. And what the cord does, let me get some light on here for you guys. And then we'll go dark to do some lighting here. What this does is hold this thing together. It does click in pretty good, and has this bead here to hold it in, and a knot there. But it's kind of cool because you'll have cord too. So if you want to open it, you just move this bead down here like this. This loosens all this up right here, and just pull apart, and there you go. Look how thick that ferrocium rod is. Good old magnesium. And here's your striker. What's really cool about this, if you can see inside this striker, you could pull it out and then put it in the other side as it starts to wear down, which will take God knows how long, depending if you use this 10 times a day every day. But you can pull this out and put it in it, or get another. This thing also as well, but this thing's gonna take God knows. Look how thick that is. I mean, this is my pinky. I mean, this is thick. This is Gerber. I've heard that another company took it over, something Survival, United Survival or something. I don't know. I didn't check that. And not work because this thing lasts for, I mean, look at it. I've seen some a bit thinner ones, still good, don't get me wrong, but this is a monster. They should just named it Monster. But it's probably the best one I have. In fact, it is. Now, this is what's cool too back here. You have a little compartment, and keep your Tinder back there. There we go. And I'm glad it's tough to open because you don't want this, fall out. But with this cord right here, it keeps it, locked in there too. So this comes with a nice little block here. This is about a little over an inch and 1/4, and basically wet Tinder. And you can see the other part of the end part of the ferrocium rod in there, which I'm sure, I wouldn't doubt I can buy another and put it in there. Don't quote me on that, but I'll be dead before this thing goes down. So anyways, you could put cotton in here, you could put any of your stuff in there that you wish once you use one of these, but you wouldn't have to use this whole block. I'm sure you could use a fourth or half of it, but that's pretty cool. So I'm not going to open this up, but you guys have probably seen these around. You can get them separately and stuff, and they do light. I'll light up something else. So that's pretty good space in there. So this, you don't lose your lid, of course, because it's all tied up into your cord. I've never had to take the cord off, and I think that's awesome. Clicks in, just pull it like this. Now, for you guys that think you need all this space to do this, you don't. I mean, look, you could just go right here. This thing just massive fire. It's like that. But if some of you guys that want to go run back a football field and go wham, then take the cord off. But you don't have to. And I think it's great because you won't lose it. I've seen some orange ones. That's pretty cool. I just happen to get a black one. I've had this over 15 years. Something like that. I mean, I've had this a long time. It's one of the best ones. For you guys that don't know, okay, you see how this is flat right here. What you want to do is you don't want to do it flat like this, what I'm showing you. I mean, you can get it sparked a little bit. You want to do it at an angle like this. So I'm going to show you different ways. So once you tilt it at an angle, you're going to get a nice spark. I mean, look at that. So that's what you want to do, is use the corners of this. And if you didn't have this, let's say you lost it, you can use your knife. Like this little one here that has this. This is just like a hacksaw blade. Look at that. Doesn't get it as much. It's probably because, if you guys haven't wondered, this is a piece of steel and just metal. When you have something like even knives that have painted areas or coated, that kind of prevents it a little bit. So here you have the saw blade, a part of the hacksaw. So if you ever break your hacksaws, just keep them. And if they're not painted, even better, and you can use them for your ferrocium rods. See that? Like I said, it's the painting that's the paint that's on here preventing that. So use the serrated side right here. There you go. Now, real quick, This is your basic one. I mean, if you have one of these, hey, it's better than nothing. Little small ferrocerium rod here. Now, what I wanted to show you, as you can see, this is kind of silvery. Now, there's this black stuff. I'm going to call it soot, kind of like you were getting fire and chimneys and stuff, and other times you have fires, but it'll turn black. Sometimes maybe you store it for a while. So when you try to light it, it doesn't spark as much. You can get sandpaper or something, or just a knife and start clearing it out like this, or your striker. And once you start seeing the silver part, that's what's going to give you that, you know, that nice spark. So the reason I brought this one out so I could show you guys, you could see it kind of black there and silver, because I actually started taking some of it off. So watch. Now it's starting to come out, but see this, how it's got that soot there, and that's what I'm going to call it. That's what it reminds you of. It just kind of grows on there. It's weird, and some come with it, and people think, oh, it doesn't work. That's what it is. Just get it off, or you can take some sandpaper. Here's another thing, folks. Little clue, little tip. You can carry some sandpaper with you. So, if, you know, keep it in a dry bottle, and you can use it to. It's going to be a little harder. So you can set a little spark. Watch. Wrap it here. See that? Not going to give you a big spark, but let's say, you know, you got an emergency situation, the world's gone to hell, and you have nothing metal. I'm sure you'll find something metal. You got some sandpaper, and you got your ferrocerium rod. You'll get your spark. So a little tip there, sandpaper does work too. And anyways, so once you get this like black soot off of any of these, then you'll be fine. You can just, you don't have to scrape it, just, you know, just kind of start going like this until you start getting silver. Just a little hard, not too hard. And see that? Now it's more silver. You're going to get more of a spark. So just a little tip there, tip number 2. You could also take some the sandpaper and do this and get the black stuff off, that soot that I'm talking about. And then once it's kind of silver, you don't have to do much of it, then you're going to get that massive spark. So let's light something on fire here, like good pyros that we are. And this is like 2 in the morning right now. It's kind of cold. So I'm just doing this, just sometimes not as easy as, yeah, come on. There we go. Damn. I wouldn't want to get in the first time because that looks fake, huh? Okay. So this is just cotton right here. And one was a little bit wet. The other one I had some rubbing alcohol in it just for this. Not too much on here. So you could stretch it out and everything, and that helps out. But the other one I just left like that. Just, hey, this is realistic. This is live video pretty much that, hey, these things, sometimes you can get them. I've got it on the first try. Sometimes, hey, it takes a couple. That's just the real world. Hey, you got to work hard for this. So let me turn the light off so you guys can see this better. I just see the cool spark. So here we go. You guys can see this. I mean, these are nice sparks. This Strike Force is really, if you're going to invest in something, invest in one of these. I mean, like I said, I don't get paid for none of this stuff. I just like gear that works. I've used this for a million years out in the outdoors. I mean, I have, of course, matches, backups and stuff, but this is just, man, it's never let me down. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it's taking me longer, depending on the weather and what your Tinder is. And but look at the sparks that this thing gives. Sometimes you may want to put on there since this thing is thick, and then, come on. At least my fingers are going to get a workout. Remember, I'm just using this right here. If I had other Tinder, it'd probably be lighting up like the first time. Ugh. Well, you get the point, but I'm going to keep trying just because this is kind of fun. But to me, the string doesn't get in the way. Just pull it kind of tight. You know, hold it back. And I'm doing this at 2:33 in the morning. So sometimes elements go in there too. But hey, sometimes My Tinder could be a little bit better too. Maybe some Vaseline already done in there. Anyways, see these giant sparks this thing's getting. Now watch, let me try this small one, just so you guys kind of get the hint over here. I'd rather have the big sparks that I'm getting versus these small ones, but hey, whatever helps your budget and whatever works. Take a little bit longer work. And then back to the big sparks. I'm getting some nice, good, long sparks. I'm just not getting no lighting. Let's try that one again. There we go. Damn. Alright. Feels good. Anyways, there you guys go. Got my little workout for the day, huh? The Strike Force by Gerber. And like I said, any of them are similar like this are just great. I mean, look at this. Just awesome. And to go right back in, snaps in, pull your cord like this, get your bead down here, and now it's going to lock up everything, including your spare right here of your Tinder. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Your Strike Force with your ferrocium rod to start fires and everything. This thing is awesome. It's great to always have one spare even. Take care. God bless. Click on the like button, my friends. Happy holidays. Ghost Chin 3 out.